What's everybody? So today's video we're going to answer something that we've actually been getting asked way back from the Genesis Scoop days. So both of our cars have smart keys with push button ignition and some way on the door handles to press the button to unlock the door. So the question of today is, what happens if you are driving and you actually press your start button inside the vehicle? And what happens if some way someone presses the button on the side of your door when you're at like a stoplight or something, or someone somehow has your key and can unlock your car? I don't know.
So in our test today, we have a manual versus an automatic. We have to push in the clutch to start this up, brake to start up the truck. There's actually a button to push on the Nismo, and then there's a sensor on the handle of the truck.
For test number one, I'm in my car just like normal. I have the key fob. I'm just gonna go up to him as if I'm going to a stoplight or a stop sign. I'm gonna stop and see if he presses the button and unlocks my car, because the key is within the car, so you would think it would, but we'll see. So here is the stop sign. I'm waiting for traffic.
I'm gonna break in, dude. Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Nothing. Nothing.
Cool, so I am secure from crazy people. Now, this is the weird situation. I don't know when you would ever not have your key if you're driving.
Yeah, so Bri just gave me his key, so he's driving without the key fob. For some odd reason, if I had a spare to his car, or I somehow stole it and he was driving his car, I don't know, weird situation. Let's see if I can get in now.
You would think it would unlock, you would think. So, all right, coming up into neutral at my stoplight.
I'm gonna sneak up on him. Oh, give me your money, give me your wallet!
All right, so if somebody has
And I
your
have
spare
your
key, they can totally get you, so don't have
I'll be nice today.
Don't have any crazy people with your keys.
I'll give you your key. Have a beautiful day.
Oh, thank you. Toyota owners, you can never trust them. All right, on to the truck.
All right, so to duplicate that test, I'm in the Tacoma now. I have a sensor on the outside, so it's a little bit different than his button. This crazy person's coming up to me.
Let's see, just grabbing the handle, nothing happens.
Nothing.
However,
all right.
Probably steal Maddie. Hey, Maddie. All right, so now, for whatever reason, I would have his key or I have his spare key. So here comes a random Tacoma that I happen to have the key to. So I guess I either have his spare key or I stole his key after he started it up. So pretty unlikely, but key in my pocket. Let me just grab it. Nothing.
Hey, it's not doing anything. The Nismo unlocked. First try.
Nothing. I can't unlock it at all.
Can you hit unlock on the key fob?
Let's see.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, so two different systems.
No way.
What? You're kidding me.
That's so weird.
Hold on, let's, does the metal key inside unlock this door?
Yeah.
All right, let's try that real quick. Take the key out.
So I have a key.
All right, so this has to work now. Wow.
That's interesting.
So two different systems, the swipe versus the button, two different results.
Yeah.
So very interesting results. I was expecting this to work exactly like the Z. So in the Tacoma first test, this is an automatic transmission with push start. We're basically gonna cruise at like 5 miles an hour in neutral to see what happens as a first control test.
Ready?
So, yep, get going straight, put it in neutral. So now foot off the brake.
I just have a light indicator going on. Oh, no, it worked.
Shut off now. So we got to a slower speed. We'll try that again now. So now test number 2, in drive like normal. So we're going 20 miles an hour as if, you know, driving down the road. Let's see what happens if he presses the button. So nothing.
Pressing and holding will cause an emergency engine stop.
Okay, so
I don't want to hold it.
So if he held it, it would stop, but pressing it doesn't do anything. So last test, let's see where the threshold is. So we'll get it in neutral and we'll keep pressing it every few miles an hour as it slows down and we'll see when it stops. So 20 doesn't do anything.
Just shut off.
So 15 miles an hour?
Yeah, roughly.
All right.
Oh, it started up without my foot on the brake.
Really?
Yeah. You want to catch that again?
I didn't notice that.
I didn't have my foot on the brake.
So I guess with this particular vehicle, at slow speeds in neutral, it will shut off. Will it do it in drive at that speed?
No.
So
it won't unless you hold it and then that menu pops up.
Okay, so it will not shut off in drive unless you hold it, and then that's the whole situation. But just pressing it, if it gets pressed while you're cruising, you don't have an issue to worry about. And it will start right back up if you accidentally press it in neutral at a slow speed. On to the Z. All right, so slow speed, neutral, just a few miles an hour.
5 or 10 miles an hour.
Nothing happens going under 5 miles an hour. Let's get really slow, like 1 mile an hour.
Nothing. Oh, there you go. You need the clutch?
Wow, and it won't even, there we go.
Clutch is in.
So let's try that one more time. So, like 1 mile an hour. Doesn't shut off. I mean, you gotta be going like
Idle.
barely. So pressing it just turns electronics on, clutch in. Okay, so in neutral, you gotta be literally barely moving, like less than a mile an hour.
So like if you're just in a parking spot, install or something.
Like you just pulled into the parking lot, parking spot right before you stopped, you press the button. So third gear, coasting. Nothing. Clutch in. Nothing. Wait, it did shut off.
It did? Clutch was in?
Yeah.
Were you in third gear still?
All right, let's try that again. Let's go straight. Clutch in, double tap.
So maybe it's under a certain speed. You're going over, well, it's at 20 miles an hour.
Was the speed the same or what?
I feel like you were going the same speed, but that was a lot faster than in the truck.
And that was only a double tap, right?
Yeah, that was a double tap.
What if it's multiple double taps?
But it wasn't consistent, yeah. Yeah, see it.
25.
That was 3 double taps in a row. Huh. Well.
So if you double tap it around 20 miles an hour.
3 times. Well, that was twice.
I double tapped it twice. Alright, so that is the final test in the Z. So if it's in gear, it's not going to shut off. If you're going barely moving in neutral, it will shut off, but literally less than a mile an hour. And then if the clutch is pressed under 20 miles an hour and you double tap it, like double tap it and then double tap again, it will shut off. And then you keep your foot on the clutch and press the button once and then twice again and it'll start up. So that sums up the video, something we've always kind of been interested about. I mean, nowadays every car has a proximity key, push start, smart key, all that kind of stuff.
So it's interesting to be able to check out an automatic versus a manual and the different steps that we needed to take to shut each one off and turn them back on.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the quick video going over something very interesting. Some of these situations would never actually happen on a day-to-day circumstance, so
or ever.
Still kind of cool to check them out. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next video.